What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a new year. It's time to get going, time to get started. And for me, I'm going to start by getting my office and my work area in place and in order. The holidays came, we have family over, there's like an air mattress here, there's stuff all over my desk, but now it's time to get it in order. But before we do all of that, let's get some coffee. All right, coffee is in hand and make sure I'm back in the frame. Yes, we're good to go. Okay, so got the coffee ready to do this. Quick overview, I'm going to be cleaning up the office. I'm also going to be going through my camera gear, organizing my camera bag, things like that, getting things in order, charging batteries. I will probably also be doing some file management, like getting things organized with that, formatting cards, that type of stuff. And I also got a couple of tips that can help you stay organized this year. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But let's get into it. I know what you're thinking. How in the heck did your office get like that? I don't know, to be honest with you. You just add one thing and you don't clean as you go. And before you realize it, it's just like, oh, you're just moving things around and you're just getting by to survive. And it's like, oh yeah, just throw that in the office for now. I'm not working. I'll get it cleaned up before I have to start work again. And then it's like, oh, well, it's time and I've completely let it go. But that's all right. We're going to get to it. It's a lot, but we're going to get it done. And if you are in the same boat as I'm in, use it as a perfect opportunity to, while you're watching, let the video play in the background and clean with me. We'll make this a clean with me video. We're just going to be doing what we need to do. So if you have something that you need to clean, actually, it'd be kind of cool. Leave it in the comment below of what you're cleaning or organizing or whatever it may be while you're watching this video. We can just we can all be in this together. So yeah, I'm just gonna go hop right into this and get it done. Get it done. All right, so I'm gonna start with the big stuff first. Typically, I kind of do use this light here a lot when I'm live streaming, but I just want to get everything cleaned out the way. So I'm going to take everything down. If I need to set it back up, I will. I just want to get everything cleared. So I'm going to start with the lights first. These are actually the Colbor CL60 lights. I've been wanting to do a review on these lights for a while. I just have not done it, but I am planning to do that at some point soon. So hopefully I do that soon. But yeah, they're really cool because they are bi-color, so you can do daylight or you can do tungsten. And they're so small, which is really cool, and super lightweight. And they're very modular, so this little adapter piece here can kind of slide right off. Super nice. Then you have the Bowens mount adapter on here, which isn't like built into the light, but you can take it on and off, which is cool. It has like these grooves where you can attach multiple lights to each other, which is pretty cool because if you were in a situation where you wanted to have one huge light source, you could like attach a bunch of these together, like Legos almost, and shine it through like a big like light softbox or some type of light source like that. But yeah, these are pretty cool lights, and I definitely recommend them if you're looking for some lights. So I'll link it below. Gotta love a good softbox too. Neewer brand. The only thing I don't like about this softbox is that you can't collapse it easily. You can collapse it, but it's not easy. And it was so hard to get it together that I've always just left it up. So I would prefer to have one that was collapsible. But again, they just tend to get more expensive. I'll link this below too. I don't remember how much I paid for this, but if you don't care about having to break it down, it's pretty good. Has the honeycomb grid, which helps, diffuse the light more. That can come off. It's just owned by Velcro. So if you don't want this on, you can easily just pull it off. And obviously, you can't go wrong with a good C-stand. So I definitely recommend having a C-stand. It's good to own it. It took me forever to get one, and I'm super glad I have one now. C-stands are definitely not glamorous pieces of equipment to get. It's not like super cool, like getting a camera or something like that. But honestly, you need them if you're a filmmaker of any kind, content creator, social media, whatever it is. Having a C-stand is super nice. I'll link this C-stand below as well if you want to check it out. I'm also going to be charging batteries and stuff too. So I got a lot of NPF batteries, and I'll kind of show you that as I'm going. But the cool thing is I have an adapter that allows me to use NPF batteries to help power my camera. Like I said, I use a lot of NPF batteries, and I have multiple camera batteries. So yeah, let's do it.
No, a cup of tea. Of the glorious tea. Of the glorious tea.
All right, like that, we're done. Took a while, but we made some progress. There's a few other things I got to put away, but the bulk of it is clean. The desk is clean, vacuumed the floor, got all the stuff out of the way. So now I can put the big stuff away into the closet and all that, and we'll be good to go. One thing I like to do when I'm organizing my footage is have like a spot that everything, like I like to just list it out. Like I have folders that's separate for clients. I have folders that's separate just for my projects for YouTube and things like that. So it makes it very easy to keep up with everything. I usually use a hard drive, but a tip if you want this stuff to be able to go faster when you're editing, you should use a solid state drive or SSD. They tend to be more expensive, but they are worth it because you can speed your editing workflow up a lot with them. But yeah, so I'm just gonna copy this over. This is how I like to break out my videos, my folders, because I can, I have audio, thumbnails, videos, and assets. That'll be like, if it's like graphics or other things I'm using, things that aren't either video or audio. And then when I make my thumbnails, I'll put them here. So that's how I do it. Then I have one more for exports. So this will be all the different export versions of this that I make that go out to the public. So now I go to my videos. So go back to this one, Command copy, go over here, Command V, and now we're pasting. I'm trying to be better about dumping my footage as soon as I'm done shooting. It's that bad habit I have of not doing that, where I would get back from a shoot or something and then just leave the cards laying around, and it's not good because if you ever forget to dump it and then you need to go to another shoot and you didn't format your cards, you don't have other cards, now you're like confused and like get to a shoot and it's like, oh, I can't delete this. I've done that so many times. So you just want to make sure everything's cleaned up. So that's going to be working. I'm going to be working on that this year to make sure that I stay on top of my file management, get it dumped straight to the hard drive as soon as I'm finished. It's probably also good to even do another backup if you are want to be very, very cautious. But I'm not going to do that because I'm going to leave the card. I'm not going to use these cards that I use today. Again, I have multiple cards, so I'm going to store those away safely, and those will be my backups. And then I'm going to work on, and then when I edit this, I know I have that as a backup if something goes wrong with the hard drive. So if you have the capability of doing it, I highly suggest go for it. Have another hard drive. I do that on bigger projects when I'm doing like a short film or like just any film or something like that. I tend to have 3 backups or 2 backups. I'll have the card, which I won't format until I'm done with the project completely, which I consider that a backup, which is actually the original. Then I have the hard drive, my SSD that I'm editing off of. That's where the footage is going to be accessed the most. And then I'll have another backup, and normally I put that on my normal hard drive because I'm not trying to edit off of it. I'm just using it to store footage. So that's a good little tip for if you want to stay organized. That's something that's really good to do. You could also do the cloud-based route. So you can do Google Drive is a good thing to use. The only thing is if you have really big files like what I shot today, that's coming out to be 125 gigs. So that's just because I shot on the highest format possible on my camera, just because I wanted to test it out. I don't know that I'll do that all the time because I will burn through storage space for sure. But just for this video, I wanted to have more of a cinematic look to it. So that's why I shot at such a high quality level. So, that's just something to consider when you're storing footage and things like that. All right, so I promised you guys a tip for staying organized, and I thought who better to ask than the content queen herself, my beautiful, amazing, wonderful wife, Mikayla.
Hello, it's good to be here.
So what is a way that you stay organized with your content?
When I'm done editing, I will put all of my content onto my hard drive. But if you use like Google Photos or Google Drive or whatever you use to store anything, I would suggest being super specific. So on my hard drive, I have a folder that says YouTube, and then when you click on that, it will say the year, and then in that it would say like unfinished, finished footage to the day. So, and then I also do the same thing with short form content, especially with my short form content, because there's so much of it that I don't want to lose it to the day. So I can literally go in order from January 1st to January 31st and know exactly what day what was posted.
If you want to see even more content tips and tricks like that for content creators, we have a podcast actually that me and Mikayla do on this channel called Shoot, Edit, Post. So be sure to check that out. It's a bi-weekly podcast. Our most recent one, Mikayla's talking about her journey as a content creator and gives some awesome tips that you can implement for your stuff. So be sure to check it out. So another way I like to stay organized is by using notes. So a lot of times what you can do is like doing it on your phone or on your laptop or whatever. You can have folders and notes. So I'll create a folder that says like, for me, images by Zell. And then it'll have another folder in there that says YouTube video ideas. And from there, I'll just start adding in different types of video ideas I have. So I can put like little rough scripts, lists out the different types of videos, the topics I want to cover within that video. If you're an iPhone user, if you have Samsung, I don't know. I know they also have a Notes app, so I'm sure you can use it the same way. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. This is a fun one. I've never done one like this. So let me know what your thoughts were. Comment below any questions you have about anything I touched on. Check the description below for, I will link the different products I used. If you were able to get done what you had to get done in this video, if this was helpful for you while you were cleaning, let me know in the comments below and leave a thumbs up as well. Until next time, peace.